Hi, good morning to students. Welcome to chemistry video class. In this video, we will discuss about stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculations. In this video, we will discuss about stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculations. Students, what is stoichiometry? Actually, the word stoichiometry is derived from two Greek words, that is stoichion means element, metron means measure. So nothing but measurement of elements is known as stoichiometry. So it is defined as the quantitative relationship existing between reactants and products in a given chemical reaction is called stoichiometry. I repeat, what is stoichiometry? Stoichiometry is nothing but the quantitative relationship existing between reactants and products in a given chemical reaction is called stoichiometry. Then what about stoichiometric calculations? Stoichiometric calculations are nothing but the calculations which are related to balanced chemical reactions. The calculations which are related to balanced chemical reactions are called stoichiometric calculations. What are stoichiometric calculations? The calculations which are related to balanced chemical reactions are called stoichiometric calculations. Generally, we have different types of stoichiometric calculations. Different types of stoichiometric calculations. In this class, we will discuss about few stoichiometric calculations by taking one example. By taking one example, I will try to explain all maximum stoichiometric important calculations. Consider combustion of methane reaction. Consider combustion of methane. What is combustion? Please remember, it is one of the important terms in organic chemistry. Combustion means burning of hydrocarbons in the presence of oxygen. Burning of hydrocarbons in the presence of oxygen is called combustion. In combustion reaction, always products are carbon dioxide and water vapor. What are the products in combustion reactions? In combustion reactions, the products are always carbon dioxide and water vapor with respect to hydrocarbon. I repeat, hydrocarbons on combustion gives what? Hydrocarbons on combustion, they give carbon dioxide and water vapor. Let us consider combustion of methane. Combustion of methane. So what is combustion? Methane undergoes oxidation or burning in the presence of oxygen. We will get what are the products? CO2 plus H2O. This is the reaction. But it is not a balanced chemical reaction. Why it is not a balanced chemical reaction? See here, left side we have one carbon atom, right side we have one carbon atom. So with respect to carbons, carbon atoms are balanced. Next, consider hydrogens. How many hydrogen atoms we have? 4 hydrogen atoms we have. But here how many hydrogen atoms? 2 hydrogen atoms we have. So that's why to balance hydrogen atoms in the form of coefficient of H2O. This place is called coefficient. Coefficient of H2O we have tried 2. Then hydrogens are 4. Here also hydrogens are 4. That is left side as well as right side hydrogens are balanced. Next, come to oxygens. Oxygens right side we have 2 plus 2. 4 oxygens we have. But left side we have only 2 oxygens. So that's why we have tried 2. Then 4 oxygens left side, 4 oxygens right side. So for doing stoichiometric calculations, what we required? We required balanced chemical reaction. Without balanced chemical reaction, you won't get stoichiometric calculations. Clear? So is it balanced? Yes, it is a balanced reaction. Now come to stoichiometric calculations with respect to each and everything. So according to this balanced chemical reaction, how many moles of CH4 we have? So how to say number of moles? Before CH4, in the coefficient of CH4, is there any number? No number. No number means 1 mole of CH4 we have to take. Means 1 mole of CH4 reacts with how many moles of oxygen? O2 in coefficient what we have? 2. So that 2 indicates number of moles. What is that? 2 indicates number of moles. So 1 mole of CH4 reacts with 2 moles of oxygen. How many moles of CO2 we are getting? 1 mole of CO2. Why? In CO2 coefficient we don't have any number. So that's why 1 mole of CO2. How many moles of H2O? We are getting 2 moles of H2O. So this is the relation with respect to moles. With respect to moles. Clear? This is the relation with respect to moles. Next, come to weight-weight relation. Come to weight-weight relation. So according to weight-weight relation, how many is CH4? 1 CH4. CH4 molecular weight how much? CH4 molecular weight 16. How can we say CH4 molecular weight 16, students? Carbon 12 plus 4 hydrogens, 4 into 1, that is equal to 4. So total 12 plus 4, 16. Okay. 16 grams of CH4. How many moles of oxygen? 2 moles of oxygen. Leave this 2. So what is the O2 molecular weight? O2 molecular weight is 32. But how many moles? 2. 2 into 32. That means 16 grams of methane reacts with 2 into 32 grams of oxygen. 2 into 32 grams, that is 64 grams of oxygen. And we are getting 1 mole of CO2. CO2 molecular weight 44. So CO2 molecular weight we have to calculate like this. So that's why calculation of molecular weights are very important in chemistry calculations. Clear? 12 plus 2 into 32. Sorry. 2 into 16. 16 oxygen atomic weight. So 12 plus 32 means 44. So 44 grams of CO2. This 2 as it is I am writing. H2O molecular weight 18, students. So this is with respect to weight or mass relationship. Mass relationship. Say I repeat. 16 grams of CH4 reacts with 2 into 32 grams of O2 forms 44 grams of CO2 as well as 2 into 18, that is 36 grams of H2O. This is with respect to weight relations. Next, with respect to volume. So please remember, so volume means the space occupied by a substance is called volume. So in chemistry calculations, volume we have to take with respect to STP conditions. We have to take with respect to STP conditions. What are STP conditions? STP conditions are nothing but standard temperature and pressure. So at STP conditions, pressure is equal to 1 atmosphere. Pressure is equal to 1 atmosphere or 760 mmHg or 76 centimeter. Pressure is equal to 1 atmosphere. Temperature is equal to 273 Kelvin. Temperature is equal to 273 Kelvin. And volume is equal to 22.4 liters. 22.4 liters. These are fixed conditions. You have to remember STP conditions. Here, how many moles of CH4? 1 mole. So 1 mole occupies 22.4 liters. Here, how many moles of O2? 2 moles. So that's why 2 into 22.4 liters. Here, how many moles of CO2 we are getting? 1 mole. So that's why 22.4 liters of CO2. How many moles of H2O we are getting? 2 moles. So that's why 2 into 22.4 liters. So this is the relation with respect to volume. With respect to volume. I repeat, with respect to volume, 22.4 liters of CH4 reacts with 2 into 22.4 liters of O2 forms 22.4 liters of CO2 as well as 2 into 22.4 liters of H2O. So 22.4 liters, if you convert it into milliliters, how much you will get? 22,400 ml you will get. 22,400 you will get. This is called volume relationship. Suppose if you write relation between weight and volume, then such type of calculations are called weight volume calculations. weight volume calculations. These are the important calculations related to stoichiometry. Important calculations related to stoichiometry. So in this class we will discuss about weight-weight relations. Weight-weight relations. Students, so now we are discussing calculations based on weight-weight relationships. Weight-weight relationships. So observe the question carefully. What is the question? What amount of CaO? CaO means calcium oxide, commonly known as quicklime. CaO is produced by 1 gram of calcium. By 1 gram of calcium. So for any question related to stoichiometry, first we have to write balanced chemical reaction. How we will get CaO from Ca? For that we have to write the reaction. That is important. Ca is converted into CaO. Clear? How Ca is converted into CaO? So when Ca is treated with oxygen, we will get CaO. Ca is treated with oxygen. What we will get? We will get CaO. See, is it balanced reaction? No, it is not a balanced reaction. Calciums are balanced, but oxygens are not balanced. So 2 we have to write 2 calcium oxide. So 2 calciums. This is the balanced reaction. After balanced reaction, we have to write the weights related to reactants and products. Clear? So here, how many calcium atoms we have? 2 calcium atoms. So 2 into 40. Why 2 into 40? This 2 as it is. Calcium atomic weight is 40. 2 into 40 grams of calcium required 32 grams of oxygen. O2. O plus 1, 16 plus 16, 32 grams of oxygen. And we will get 2 into 40 plus 16. So we will get 2 into 56 grams of CaO. This is according to the reaction. This is according to the reaction. See, now in question which relations are given? CaO and Ca. That means we have to consider this one and this one. No need to consider this one. Why? Because it is not mentioned in the problem. It is not mentioned in the problem. So according to equation, 2 into 40 grams gives how much CaO? 2 into 56. If you take 1 gram of calcium, so it is given in question now. If you take 1 gram of calcium, how much CaO is produced? That is what amount of CaO is produced. If you take 1 gram, so simply we have to do cross multiplication. That is 1 into 2 into 56 by 2 into 40. Okay, 1 into 2 into 56 by 2 into 40. So 56 by 40 means approximately we will get 1.4 grams. So this is the amount of CaO is produced by burning 1 gram of calcium. 1 gram of calcium. Observe carefully. Next, another example question. So it is also based on weight-weight relationships. How much of CaO can be obtained by calcination of 400 grams of limestone? Calcination is what? Calcination is nothing but burning in the presence of oxygen, or decomposition or heating in the absence of oxygen is called calcination. Calcination is nothing but burning in the absence of oxygen or heating in the absence of oxygen, also known as decomposition. So what is the limestone formula? Limestone formula CaCO3. So CaCO3 undergoes calcination. It gives CaO plus CO2. This is one of the important reaction in chemistry. Decomposition of limestone or calcination of limestone means we have to write this reaction. CaCO3 on decomposition gives CaO plus CO2. So now, is it balanced reaction? Yes, it is balanced. Calcium, calcium, 3 oxygens, 2 plus 1, 3 oxygens, 1 carbon, 1 carbon. Now, take masses or weights according to the reaction. So, he given relation CaO and limestone. So, you just consider these two. That is enough. So CaCO3 molecular weight you will get 100 mark. CaCO3 by calculating molecular weight you will get 100. CaO you will get 40 plus 16, 56. So this is the relation according to this given reaction. According to this given reaction means 100 grams of limestone gives 56 grams of CaO. If you take limestone 400 grams, how much amount of lime we will get? That is CaO we will get. So cross multiplication 400 into 56 divided by 100. Okay. 4 into 56 means 224 grams of CaO obtained. 224 grams of CaO is obtained if you take 400 grams of limestone. If you take 100 grams, it gives 56. If you take 400 grams, we will get 224 grams of CaO is obtained. So these are weight relationship problems. So next type of problems we will discuss in another video. Thank you.